Sorry for the
We
crash. Yeah.
are back. Sorry about those technical difficulties. Sorry about that crash. We're going to get straight into the map vetoes as we get ready to face off Hammers versus Elevate North America.
Yeah, so this one will be very fun to kind of see out because obviously Hammers have a lot of strong maps, and so do Xenocide. Well, not Xenocide, Team Elevate. So we'll check it out here. The first map that Hammers are going to ban is the map of Port, I believe. So yeah, we can see it on the screen right there. Team Elevate on the other side of things, they are getting rid of, if you guys know Wadi's favorite map, Soar. We're going to move on to Hammers. Again, they're going to finally pick their first map, which is a map that is pretty highly played, I would say, Bureau. And then we will absolutely, once again, be seeing Team Elevate pick out, I do believe it's Canals. So map 2, Canals, both semifinals today from both of the teams, both of the semifinals at least. And you can see here, the bans from both of the teams at the same time are going to be Legacy and Raid. And then we have, is it going to be Plaza? Is it going to be Grounded? For the decider, it is going to be, I believe, Grounded. So you can see there on the screen here the maps that we can pick: Bureau, Canals, and Grounded. So it should be an interesting one that we see on the docket here for both of these teams. Team Elevate, I'm not even sure, do we have an idea of who the players on their team are? Because that would be something interesting to see. We obviously know Hammers, they played in enough of these final tournaments, but what I do want to see are Team Elevate's players because they have consistent changes, I would say. But on their side, you can see Naruto, Vapey, Raptor, Arson, VPop, Menace, and Jiren. So those are their players on there, and some pretty well-known players as well, right? But Arson, Vapey, and Naruto, as well as Raptor and VPop, the main players for this team. On the other side of things, we have Hammers Esports, very well-known squad as well. Frost Tracks, Mir, Erupt, Averti, Agonized Abuse, and then we have Impact Blicky. I believe that is our last sub here for Hammers, but they have a pretty good deep pool roster, and we'll see here, do Hammers do well on their first map of Bureau? Hammers have played Bureau quite a few times, I believe, and they've had success in the past.
Looks like Abuse is subbed in for Marizi here on the Hammers side of things.
Yeah, it is going to be Abuse here subbed in, so we'll see if that affects Hammers squad play. But either way, we'll get on into the first map of Bureau. Do remember, Hammers in the first main tournament, they beat Inquisitive 13-11. So Hammers have a pretty good track record here on the map of Bureau. But let's see here, as they start on the Breach side, Elevate on the Coalition side. Who do you think will win? Want to see that spam in the chat as we get on into this first map. Hammers just going to go very quick here onto the B side over from that orange position. Sandwich taken over, and VPop going to get a tremendous amount of damage, actually. Goes for the knife, but doesn't get any kills afterwards, and this is just P250 Haven. Somehow Erupt does get the bomb planted down, and Naruto does get shut down as well, so he does get that one frag with the grenade. But now the MR96, not the most ideal weapon in a retake, is one of the slowest rate of fires of any of the pistols out there. So going to have to take it very slowly. He knows the bomb was just planted. He's going to spot out Abuse. That's one frag at least. And he get the second Erupt. He switches out for the GSR, and he can't take it out. Hammers take the first round. That pistol as well to get the bomb plant. So money, not the worst for them. But Elevate, should they choose to buy, should be able to still get some SA-58, some upgraded pistols, potentially a shotgun.
Like Menace may have accidentally bought an SA-58, not waiting on the rest of his team. Oh, no, they've got the hero SA-58 on King Naruto, who also has armor.
Yeah, they can hope that he can hold down that A site, and he's done spotted out, so wants to preserve his HP as much as possible. He's one of the few folks, if not the only person on the Elevate side that has armor. So donning a new team banner, we'll see how Naruto and company can hold on to this map here.
Naruto has been the only point of contact between Hammers and Elevate this round, so Hammers might think that the rest of Elevate also has rifles.
Could be possible. So you can see here, Naruto does get that first frag, and Vapey just drops down, does instantly die, but frags on the other side of the map in trade response. So let's see here, how long can Arson buy some time for? Does manage to get one frag, and this is turning dire here as somehow Elevate pull it back. Hammers caught sleeping, and now Elevate, they're able to pick up all the guns there from Hammers as well. And now this should be a round for Elevate. Round 3 should be going their way to a 2-1. Unless they
Guns
get equal.
for everyone off that amazing pistol work.
Yeah.
Naruto did get one kill with his SA-58, but it was pistols for the rest of the round.
Just misplay after misplay from Hammers, not able to trade together, leading into all the 1v1s. That's what you don't want to do with the pistols here. And you can see Vapey swats one out over towards that B-long area. The nade and flash gonna eventually take down Trax and denies vision from those B-long players. The nade as well. Averti and Abuse taken down a little bit lower. But it's now Arson and Vapey to protect that B bomb site.
Averti did see that jump peek. Ooh, gets a great shot onto Vapey. Doesn't get a kill, but good damage. Arson peeks and takes him out.
Coalition wins.
And so Hammers, they close it out. Or Elevate close it out, not Hammers.
Now Hammer's back in with guns, I think. I assume. It seemed like a lot of the strategy their last round was to hope for a great pistol pick into B site from B long. Now they've got rifles. Let's see if they evolve. Almighty Frost just on a GSR. I wonder if he's saving for a U ratio in the next round.
Yeah, that's very interesting that he's the only one that decided to save. See if he can add any value to his team in the form of a kill. But Trax does get one massive frag in the kitty line for 2. Naruto does answer 2 back, and now it's just Hammers alone with Averti, and now he's no more. So Hammers could not get onto the B bomb site, protected very well from V-Pop and Naruto, and Elevate. Extend to 3 now.
A very fast flank, very early in the round, up banana and into the mid bridge. Really not giving Hammers any room to draw the round out or slow anything down. And now Frost is the only player with a rifle, rather than the only player with a pistol.
He's just on a different cycle than his team, it seems. But we'll see if it can work out for him.
Looks like we're going to see a split into B from long and fence.
Okay, Trax and Abuse. Good amount of damage done, but bomb does get planted, which is something to look forward to, at least if you're a Hammers Esports player. Able to get that extra cash in the bag.
Arson with a very fast retake. Quick double kill into the defuse.
Yeah,
Critical operations, it says on the map in the control room on the B site. I never noticed that.
Critical operations. Something that lines up with the game exactly.
Would you say this map has the most detail of any map in the game? I know all the magazines have titles and pictures.
I think a lot of thought was put into this map, yeah, absolutely. But
The artwork hanging on the walls is all real artwork. Hey, and we're trying out A site this round.
Yeah.
And a quick kill from Almighty Frost to open it up. Now, do they push into Lab 2?
Oh,
You
that
can't
nade.
plant in Lab 1. Oh, Vapey gets a
tremendous amount of
first, but
damage.
not a second. And look at all this smoke spam into
they've been extending all their utility out, and now they're really left with nothing, but they're going to brute force their way on into the bomb site. Having that 5v4, that first pick advantage, really helped them here. They get out into 2 versus 1. Menace, though, could turn this around. Abuse now
Still
all
no
on
plant.
his own. Yeah.
Abuse hoping that Menace will present himself for the easy kill. Or maybe Menace will assume eventually that Abuse has moved to B site. Here he goes. He's checking intel. But Menace seems confident that Abuse hasn't left the A site. Is he close enough to hear the plant?
Bomb has been planted.
I think he is.
We'll see
Abuse.
Menace, 'cause he's going to slowly creep up, and he's going to be able to get that frag. Low HP and Abuse allows Menace to clutch it out. 5-1. I didn't think we'd be seeing this, but Hammers not having
Bomb has
Mirzi
been defused.
definitely plays an impact, it seems.
And an important clutch from Menace. That was a round that Hammers perhaps should have won. They did get the opening kill, and they had excellent trade kills following it up. And here's a Verdi on a U ratio. Let's see if that changes things.
Well, in the first few rounds, that heavy mid is actually a presence here. You can see
Taking the U ratio to the mid bridge.
the pop
Seems
There's
a bit
much work he has
uncommon.
to do. Yeah, he's gonna get tested here though. So I don't think he swatted out a birdie, but
Should know there's at least one player. He would love a spray down from this position, and he would hate to get flashed. He's very, very flashable here. But he's playing an uncommon angle, so he should get... Oh! Verdi predicts it perfectly.
Naruto though, he answers back on the other side of the map, so a 4 versus 4 ensues, and a minute left in the clock. Now this should potentially trigger a response, but it doesn't. Still playing a quite common setup here, heavily over towards B. As Menace finds another frag. Rupp, can he double down? No. Menace actually doubles down. Arson finds 1-2 on the site, dancing now. Versus Trax, he knows he's there. And Arson finds 2 as well. Very nicely done by Elevate. They are just denying every entrance from Hammers on into any bomb site, B or A regardless.
And really, I only recall 2 bomb plants out of 7 rounds. Well, I mean, of course, the bomb plant on the first round would be a third, the round that Hammers Esports won. But they seemed almost completely shut out of bomb sites so far this half.
We'll see. I think Hammers have a really good setup plan on their coalition side. Still, though, remember, we have touted Hammers as the king of the comebacks. They are, regardless of how far they are down, very good at coming back. I think they were down 0-8 before versus Xena's side at one point. Might have been Elevated.
Pop in the same position. Blind, spraying. Oh, everyone misses. Menace is there for trade kills. Poor
But
V-Pop.
he is so low right now.
Firing.
Yeah.
Arson with 2 more. What happened to Hammers? They've disappeared.
Coalition wins.
Yeah. The positioning just supreme from Elevate. Hammers, nothing they can get going right now. Even with the flash on the V-Pop. V-Pop had so many shots there. They were not able to take him out despite having nades and utility.
Has no fear whatsoever flanking through Banana. If he doesn't see people Banana early, he's pushing up towards the flank on mid-bridge very quickly.
Yeah, that nade slows them down over towards mid a little bit, but it's going to be heavily onto Arson as well as Vapey to protect that B bomb site now. Menace finds 1.
V-Pop goes
Can they
down
protect?
again. They're having luck pretty consistently getting this opening kill onto V-Pop in orange.
Oh, Arson finds 1 frag. Can he get the second here onto the site? Those tracks is on there. He spots him out and he jumps.
Oh, with the great jump
Gets
kill.
the shot. Yeah, wow.
Coalition
And
wins.
Naruto cleans up. These are going very quickly now. Now that Hammers are trying to catch Elevate off guard, but Elevate, they're just ready for every single play from Hammers.
Elevate really not letting Hammers breathe. There's no 5 players sitting in a stack B long for the entire round. There's no waiting around on mid-bridge for someone to walk in front of your crosshair. Elevate is going for the kills. V-Pop says he's had enough of orange. He's going to find somewhere else to play.
And even despite having used so much utility, they're still able to usually come out with a advantage on top. Not this time, though, as VPOP does get shut out. Menace not able to find that trade, and this is Hammers one of their best opportunities as it's a 2 versus 5. Continually, they just peek. Elevate trying to go off of their good luck aim, but Vapey, the unfortunate timing, shuts him out. So now Naruto finds one frag, and he can't get the second. So Hammers finally pick up round number 2. But is that enough?
Let's see. They're going to want at least 4 rounds. They're going to want at least 4 rounds in this half. They're really going to want to win both remaining rounds, in my opinion, to have a chance at winning out the map.
Yeah, Elevate, though, could close this one out as we come into the penultimate round of the first half. Elevate. Once again, it's default smokes, right? Nades on over. VPOP finally finds a different spot to play with the corner. He's in the middle of the area now. Still gets flashed away, but he knows that they're not going to push up instantly right after the flash. Using that smoke as a decoy to allow really nobody to go through. It's really just a Verdi over towards that long area. VPOP once again looks away, not flashed out. Menace providing some suppressing fire there as he does go for the reload now. And finally, VPOP is waiting now for the Bees to spot them out. Not sure that VPOP's going to be there. They're trying to bait VPOP out. They're trying to bait Menace out so that they'll hopefully get a kill on the VPOP, but VPOP is just waiting now. And they've expended so much utility over towards mid, and it's not working out for them. 3 frags for Menace and VPOP. They tag team duo to get 3 kills themselves, and Hammers, nothing they can do. 9
What a
to 2.
fantastic spray down after 90 seconds of grenades and pre-fires. Hammers finally tries to move towards the site and just denied hard by Menace and VPOP there. You saw VPOP played anti-flash, dodged about 3 flash grenades throughout that.
This is looking good for Hammers, or looking good for Elevate. If they can continue this onto the breach side, that'll be exciting, but if they can get this 10th, that'll be huge momentum boost. Naruto does get taken out, folding flash for so long, and Menace now going to throw that nade to try and slow them down any bit he can, but VPOP also blinded now, going to try and span through that smoke. Does get spotted out as he reloads at the same time as he moves. And now Arson, they just get shut out. Hammers come in with one quick round at the very end, and that might give them some hope coming into this coalition side. Elevate now have to have a game plan, a solid game plan, as we know it's tough to infiltrate any of the bomb sites, but especially the B bomb site on this map of Bureau.
Hammers really wants this pistol round if they're going to make a comeback. I'm going to say need this pistol round if they're going to make a comeback.
I think it could look likely here, unless Elevate, they get this free round over towards A, and it seems like they've already called the bluff. Hammers already rotating here onto this A site, but Elevate, a little hesitant actually. Maybe throw that bomb back over outside, as it is potentially a fake now. You can see here, they're trying to make as much movement as possible, but everybody's moving across the map. No one is really sitting still that much as Elevate trying to bait out anything. I think their game plan
Naruto has the B site.
But he doesn't have
Naruto has the B site, but he doesn't have
Sandwich, and that bomb is going to get taken down over towards that B bomb site. The crucial place here, everything over on A is a decoy, but B is where the real action's happening right now. As Menace has to fight over towards Tracks. This is a huge kill. So low are the Elevate players, and Hammers, they do get that round win. What a hectic round. That was Elevate trying to be very smart and take the bomb over towards B. And while Naruto did have that B bomb site, there was really nothing protecting that sandwich area, which is where I believe Menace was trying to get the bomb towards, and he wasn't able to get the bomb.
Menace was running up B long. Very, very easy to hear those footsteps from Sandwich, so probably very prepared.
Right. So it was a very interesting play to get their way onto the bomb site, but this should give Hammers some more opportunities to claw back here as Averti SA58, very lethal. 4K for him,
Wins.
and he doesn't close off with the ace. This is the game or the series of people getting 4Ks and then the ace getting stolen. But 5-9, Hammers. Well,
They needed that round. They got it.
Yeah.
Straight into AUGs for Frost and Averti. And Abuse as well.
I think that's what they want. They want the confidence, right? They know that Elevate are going to have just pistols, and that's, I mean, what they're equipped with right now. So if they can just get some good shots out here, Elevate very, very much blind as they're going to blast their way on into this fight here. Averti, he's so blind right now. So blind, but he's going to start shooting randomly. He isn't aware, but now they come back here. Still a good amount of damage actually done onto Hammers. As it is, Trax to try and protect this bomb site here. Sits around the corner, spots Arfin out, and he knows Naruto is on the site. So he's just going to use a nice little reload. Try and spot him out here. And his Abuse. We get that spot and Trax to finish it up. So Elevate's lead dwindles from 6 rounds to 3 rounds now. 9-6 in favor of Elevate still.
You could certainly say the comeback has begun. Here's a rifle round for Elevate. And they really don't want to let Hammers build more momentum than they already have. 3 rounds in a row this half for Hammers.
This is a consistent thing we've talked about. Hammers always off to a very, very slow start, but they're all usually, I don't say always, because they weren't able to win the last tournament, but usually are great at second round or second half comebacks. You can see here that's what's happening right now as Frost and Averti answer back for 2. Menace does chime in for 2, but that's it total as Vapey now has to go for the bomb plant and the kills. Does find 1. Let's not leave him out of this now. Vapey does have the bomb plant potentially.
Does he get the plant?
Yes, he does.
He does
But
finish the plant.
Hammers, they come in for the defuse. So
Means a
7-9.
lot.
Yeah.
Bomb has been defused.
And the BM, the bad manners coming in from Averti. The teabag, the shooting the body. That's, you know, sometimes you like to see it. Sometimes you like to see a little jab at each other. In the pro scene.
Rifle again. It's time for Elevate to show that they can win a breach-sided round. They've yet to do so here on Bureau. Some flashes, some free fires. Oh, and a great peek. No trade kill. That grenade
Yeah,
might get it, but no.
Wow, this is absolute
Coalition
destroyance
wins.
by Hammers. They're protecting the B site so well. Elevate cannot cover off all of their angles. Peeked out from Orange and Sandwich.
Playing the
So-
Coalition, very similar to how Elevate played their Coalition side, just flanking into the stack of the Breach team very quickly.
Yeah, and Hammers, while their reach side strats might have been a little lackluster, right, not having their IGL, their Coalition side is definitely still there. The synergy makes in favor for themselves, and so we'll see. Trax going to be the point man over towards Intel to spot out any of the players, but he's been smoked off, so this could be Elevate to go out. He's going to call for help, assistance from Averti now.
And Naruto made a ton of noise be long at the beginning of this round and did draw at least 1 rotate. And now all 5 members of Elevate have taken Lab 1. Trax does not know this. Now they do. Here's a
Call for
rough. How many can he
rotation,
get?
but a
0.
lot.
Arson with a kill.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh,
5v3
Trax.
Trax. Great smoke spam.
Abuse takes down Naruto, and now it's a 2 versus 3. Hammers, this is the toughest retake they've had, and Elevate finally, are they ready to answer back with 1 more round? Trax, if he does this, that'd be absolutely remarkable. Finds 1, but Vapey trades. Elevate their first reach side round, and it's been so tough to get one, but they finally get one. They deny the tie from Hammers Esports.
All right, let's see if Elevate can get the 11th on the board. They want to put this one to bed and get to the second map. It probably would be devastating if they don't end up winning this map, if Hammers comes back after an 8-4 half. There's grenades, there's grenades, there's grenades. Hammers should be confident that it's a B play. They've got 4 towards the site, including tracks. The coalition halls. But he doesn't pick up his first kill.
And now Elevate once again stopped dead in their tracks, trying to make some headway onto that B bomb site. Hammers begin their stomp again. 1 round away from tying it up. Elevate. It seemed like maybe that 1 round to A might have been a little bit of luck as we look at the scoreboard here. 16 and 11. Menace has been doing well, but Averti has been holding his ground when it comes to that bomb site. He's one of the anchors over towards A as well. He relies on his teammate Trax to give him information for intel. So Frost comes out swinging. Let's get that first frag, and you can see like a well-oiled machine, they rotate off of that. They don't linger for too long. Frost finds a frag.
Great position here. Depending on timings and rotations, this could turn into an easy kill for Menace. And I think that's what Elevate is waiting on. There it is.
Oh, but he's revealing his position. He finds 1. And now Trax. Could he come in
very
for
much
fail?
Expecting these players on the mid bridge.
Oh,
They're
that
gonna
time
have
could
to
be
take
everything. That was perfect. That nade pull was a bait there. As Vapey was just sitting waiting, he used his teammate to pull the pin on that grenade to trick him to thinking that he was reloading or throwing a grenade. So very well played there, using that sound to their advantage as Abuse does get shut out. Elevate now, finally in a chance to maybe get an 11th as Averti doesn't spot anyone, but oh, the bomb, is it going to make its way on over towards the A side or the B side? It could be over towards B right now. Averti doesn't catch him off guard, and the bomb now safely makes its way in transit to B.
Bomb has been
What
planted.
a close round. Vapey and Naruto both sitting over towards B long. Averti is going to come in from HQ, but this is tough. The bomb is planted exactly for both of them over towards B long and Vent Halls.
I won't say he needs to get this clutch, but if he does, it will be absolutely heartbreaking for Elevate. Vapey is able to secure the round with the timing onto Averti. And now it's Elevate with 11. They have won 3 now breach-sided rounds. They've shown that they're capable of it. They need to win 2 more to take the map.
Yeah, Hammers have fought hard to make this comeback happen, but it's still not 100% there yet for them.
Erupt decides he doesn't want to hang out around Orange while he's this blind. Just moves on to the B site. Now they're trying to play again where Naruto made a great deal of noise on B long, but this time they don't bait the rotates away from the intel players, and they should arrive at an A site that's prepared for them.
Yeah, Averti has a lot of work to do right now. He spots 1, relocates, throws the nade, fades away. Very conservative play for him as he manages to come out with his life. And Elevate now once again, they're stopped dead in their tracks, trying to infiltrate the A-bomb site. Flash gonna come through. I don't think he spotted out Arson there. Might be aware though, from the corner of eyes, maybe saw him. He's gonna get caught off there, and he is gonna get traded. So Arson, Menace in a 1 versus 3 can't do anything. So Hammers 10 to 11. They're making this as close of a game as possible.
Now we're not looking at an 8-4. We're not looking at anything close. We're looking at a very even game with rounds traded back and forth. And what do you think, Mark? Do you think they're going to take this to overtime? We've got Averti with 18 kills. You think this is going to end a 13-12 scoreline in favor of either team? There's a great opening kill.
Let's see, but Elevate there.
Oh,
It's very interesting. There's little to no consistency on who's getting these opening duels. Right, like just then, Elevate, clean slate, destroyed Hammers. All 5 staying alive. But the round prior, Hammers had a foothold on the A-bomb side. So there's really no good way to tell here. Elevate have everything going for them. They have 3 match points here. They have 12-10, 12-11, and 12-12 to close out the game. So no more lifelines for Hammers. They cannot lose any more rounds as Elevate are on match point now.
Hammers needs to win this round with 2 shotguns.
This will be an interesting upset because, once again, Hammer's map pick here of Bureau. We'll move on to Canals, which is Elevate's map pick next one. And I think that will be a close one as well. So, if Elevate can take this one, they can steal this one away from Hammers. That would surely give them the confidence to move on forward to Canals and corral their players into a victory. But Smoke will block the vision over towards Intel as Trax tries to use his SA-58, but it's very slow. This round is much slower compared to everything else. And the bomb all the way over towards B long. It's going to get picked up eventually by Arson to potentially move back over towards Banana, but they're not aware of Trax yet.
Verdi really wants someone to walk in front of him, and it looks like it's about to happen, but he's blinded when it does. And they do take him out. Trax gets 2, though, from the lab.
Yeah, and that's the bomb down. So now Elevate looking very dire to pick up that bomb and potentially even make their way into the bomb site. But now 3 versus 2, and he finally does get taken down. So Elevate in a 2 versus 2.
Bomb down
Will have to do
again.
some damage. Yeah, and Elevate, what is this happening right now? V-Pop, the advantage now in favor of Hammers as he does in a 1 versus 1 for the game, but no, time is out. Elevate cannot close it out. They run out of time. And they weren't able to get the round. So Hammers stay alive 1 more round.
Map point again for Elevate. Now Hammers with 5 rifles.
Five rifles indeed, but one of them is an SA-58, so we'll have to see Abuse. Can he manage to scrounge up a couple frags here? Can they manage to hold down this B bomb site? As the flash comes in over towards that B long area, you're going to peek out for a Verdi, and a Verdi does get that first frag. So Naruto out of the round. Elevate sweating just a little bit now as Menace is the solo man towards B long. Is he trying to rotate or draw some baits right now? He does get caught off guard all the way at the side, not even bothering to smoke it off. Very interesting play there.
Elevate still just waiting for an easy pick. Waiting for someone on Hammers to move in front of their crosshair. Okay, now they're moving with the bomb. They'll smoke off intel. Here's a very fast rotation from Frost. They know it's going to be an A hit. Averti's already in the lab. Frost is blinded, but he's safe. Averti
Oh,
gets
and Hammers,
one.
they close it out. It is going the full distance, Warren. Full 12-12.
Here we go into sudden death overtime. Should be favoring Hammers. Both teams had 8-4 coalition favored halves in regulation. So by that math, Hammers would be 66%, 0.6, repeating of course, to win this round. Vapey takes a tiny bit of early nade damage. There's the
Naruto.
pre-fire.
This is a round for Elevate, potentially 5 versus 3, but Arson is going to play with his team to rotate all the way over towards the A site right now. And that flash knows exactly now. Trax has a very big idea of where they're coming from, but he only has the HK. Can he hold them off for as long as he can?
He'll be by
Naruto as
himself.
Doesn't find any frags. Hammers potentially out of this map here as Abuse tries to spam through. He knows that there's one over towards Intel, but that's just to buy him some time now. And the flashbang comes out, but Abuse is trying to get as much damage on the Menace as possible. Naruto low as well. This is still doable for Hammers. The nade comes out. Can it get any kills? Yes, it takes down Naruto. Oh, and the bomb landed at the very edge of the smoke. Abuse takes down another. V-Pop and Menace are all that's left. Can they hold this one down? It is Menace to be taken down, and they take it down. What? Hammers, a 2 versus 4. They're able to come back and elevate. They throw away a 4 versus 2 post-plant situation. Hammers, oh my goodness, winning it out at the very last moment. What
And
a
a Verdi
situation.
there you see at the top of the scoreboard, 24 kills on the map with the 2 final kills of the 25th round as well. And
that's remarkable.
Absolutely heartbreaking to have the overtime round with a bomb plant and a 4v2 and still drop it. That's got to be crushing as we move into the next map.
Yeah, you have to be kicking yourselves on the head for that one if you are elevate a 4 versus 2 advantage and still not able to capitalize on that. They just do not trade off each other. They were playing their angles, but weren't able to capitalize off of each other's positions. And that's really what allowed Hammers to steal away a comeback. We call them the kings of the comeback, and there's a reason. Even if it comes in at the last sliver of hope, they are able to pull it back. So Hammers, they do take their map pick, even though it did not look like that for the entire game. In fact, I don't think they had very much of a victory the entire game. They just pulled one at the very end. So they're still a little bit, very happy, but have to be refocused for Canals because that is Elevate's pick. So we have to see, will they be able to take away Elevate's pick from themselves, or will Elevate take us to a map number 3? Stay tuned to find out. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. See you later. And Nicole look inside that. All your players.
And even not getting kills, They're getting information. Wherever Wafter is. Whoa. I love C-Ups.
Over towards connector. He's hoping that they tap the bomb. And they're just waiting now. He's going to tap him from behind and hopefully get the kill. Yes, he does. No, they're sitting up top with that nade. Somehow doesn't do a lot of damage, but Clutch takes down Arson. Guy as well enters back. And they're just running through. Maybe has his SG as well. He hasn't opted to use it really too much yet. As Vapey does get one, but they take him out. But we'll see here, Vapey, can he manage to utilize his up close position? He does get one frag, and he gets 2-3! Oh my goodness, Vapey!
Lord,
Wow!
Vapey. But do they expect him this time to be in the same spot? There was a smoke grenade that was unique since the last round, but he gets a double spray down, and there's the triple.
Wow.
Yeah, and
once again.
both of the shotguns are in
they could wreak
exactly
havoc.
the right place.
Oh,
There's the first kill from Mir. He peeks
Second
for the
one.
second and picks it up fast. Damage to
Almost
the
a
third
third.
player.
Oh, they're fourth! You were talking about it, and it came to life. This is tough.
Remaining
for them.
coalition players can't safely get to those guns, so they still have pistols against the rifle. Delightful does have the bomb, and he has time. So if he can find some isolated 1v1s.
Trax is aiming too high. I think he's going to get taken down here by Delightful. Yes, he does. And now it's just left to Frost.
He's got the revolver.
I'm going to go down, but oh.
He's only got 6 seconds to plant. And Frost is close.
If Frost doesn't see him, he knows he went over towards the Coalition Hall, the spawn area. But Frost, is he going to think that the peak is over towards left? Delightful is playing a very good position right now. Just playing it safe as he can be. Delightful should have this one unless Frost can pull off an amazing push. No, he doesn't. Starting point as they push on over here to the A site. Delightful. Can he get anything done? He's been 1-4 and had a tough game so far. He might be able to get one. No, he can't. He gets taken down, and Triton is the man to hold down the bomb site with the HK. Punish could come in here as well from the side, but Triton's the man, the myth, and the defender, the 4K. It is now Dave, who has a lot of bodies to fight. He takes down Frost, and if he tries to retreat, he's going to get taken down, but no, he lines them up. That's a quadruple kill. Oh my goodness.
Hey. I'm just coming from. They smoked off perfectly, but Erupt is through very quickly.
Oh, they
Looks
don't.
like he's going to get a timing on Snoopy here.
Oh, this is perfect. Perfect timing from him. He doesn't get the second kill, but he might just go for the stick right now.
Taps the bomb. Now they're in mind games. Which way?
Oh,
Erupt.
Perfectly done. Erupt.
He needs to go find a kill. Oh, and he does. And a third. Okay. And now it would be great if they could move away from the A bomb site, but Marizi is very ready for it. Looks like he's ready for the second player as well. He pre-fire him. It wasn't fruitful. And this is going to be a very interesting 1 versus 1. 3 health. 1 bullet from either of these guns anywhere on the body of either player.
Oh, Day spotted him.
Should end the round.
Oh my. Hopes that he can make something work here. But it is Xenocide to have control, not so much anymore though, as Averti just runs through, and now he's trapped. But he gets a kill somehow, turns around, and can he get the next? He's trying to buy his time, trying to maybe take out Clutch, and Clutch has done so much damage. Averti's a dead man. Walking, but no! He's calling me wrong as we speak, and he gets them all. What? Averti, are you kidding me? Mainly just pistols for themselves. As Kai runs and guns, the MP7, one of the best guns for that. And now he's
Oh
getting
my
the 4K,
gosh, Kai.
maybe even the ace.
He says, I don't even need to reload.
And yes, he does.
Kai,
That
is
is-
extraordinary.
Bomb has been planted.
Do you feel the competition? Play Critical Ops tournaments now on Gizer to win cash prizes and exclusive credits. Download Gizer to compete in mobile gaming tournaments for real cash.
Inside, he's gonna get naded down there. A little bit of damage on him, but Mickey is fast on the flank. Inside, he gets two massive frags there, allows for his team to come in. Now, Sai, he's gonna be able to get the 4K.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Critical Ops Circuit North America main tournament number 2 for season 2. I'm here joined by Warren. I'm Cool Mark, and we're the casters for this map number 2. We just saw a very, very intense map number 1 between Hammers Esports and Elevate, going all 25 rounds. And at the very end, well, Hammers, they pulled a 2v4 out of nowhere, particularly so on the A site to clutch out the game on the retake on the bomb site. That was something spectacular to watch. But as we move on here to Canals, the second map pick of Elevate. This is going to be an interesting one. Do Elevate have it in themselves to really come back and make sure that this is a 3-mapper? Or do Hammers Esports ride that wave of confidence that they just got? They skidded by with that confidence to take Canals in map number 2. Warren, Thoughts? I think you're muted, Warren.
Sorry about that, Mark. I'm here. I was saying I think one of the most interesting things about hammers that you see in a lot of very consistently top teams, they don't lose very much, if this makes sense. They're very difficult to beat, no matter what the situation is. You saw Elevate have what looked to me to be a dominant first half on Bureau, and they had some dominant round wins in the second half on Bureau, and Hammers just wouldn't die. They just wouldn't give up the map. They just wouldn't give up the game. And I think Elevate is absolutely good enough to come out on Canals with a very strong showing and even be dominant on their own map pick against Hammers. But you still have this Hammers X factor of this just refuse to lose that we've
Yeah.
seen from them time and time again in the past and in round 25 on Bureau. I mean,
Yeah.
2-4 site retake in a must-win round, almost impossible. And they did it, and they even made it look easy.
Yeah, that's the one thing of being the current season 1 champions, right? Is they're able to take these situations that no other team would be able to do. And I think that also comes at a factor of they just have really good team synergy, right? They've played with each other for a long time. A lot of these guys have been in the game since 2017, 2018, right? And that means that they just know how they play with each other. They've even probably spent time playing other video games. So, they know their communication style, they know their play style, they know these tendencies about each other. And that really allows them to kind of come in with a huge advantage, right? And even when things start to go awry, how does my teammate usually react when I'm getting tilted, right? How do I kind of control them and their emotions? So that's another factor as well. Is I think a lot of times we look at the in-game stats, right? Their positioning, their aim, their utility usage. Out of the game as well, that matters a lot. Maybe someone's having an issue with connectivity. How do you deal with that? How do you make sure that you cover for them, right? What's your strategy when you have a 4 versus 5? Hammers, they spend enough time thinking about these things because they've dealt with all these situations before. Whereas I think Elevate, while they have done this a lot individually, a lot of the players have been playing the game for a while. I don't think their squad has been together for as long. And that's the key one, is that synergy not really built up as much. The experience, absolutely there. The synergy, though, that's maybe another thing.
I agree. You see Hammers, even without Marizi, bringing in a substitute, still playing that refuse to lose style. And you see Elevate here. We're going to come out on Canals, not yet, but soon. And they can shoot. They can click heads. They can have dominant rounds. But do they have what it takes in a high pressure situation to move into the finals of this tournament against Hammers, who has shown us time and time again that they're able to do so? Now, if Marizi doesn't come back, we've said what we've said about Hammers, that they have this synergy, they have this consistency, that even without Marizi, they're putting up a strong showing. But if Marizi is still gone, that should work in the advantage, at least somewhat, for Elevate. If they're going to win, this lack of Marizi could contribute to that.
That's absolutely right. And we're going to take a look at the brackets to see how did we actually get here, right? So as it turns out, Elevate, they've had to go through a couple of tough opponents as well. Looking at the bracket, they went through Legend Esports. Pretty simple for them. They took down INQ 2-0, but Hammers Esports on the other side as well. Pretty easy for them. They actually just had an instant win, a forfeit from Team Unique, and they beat Echo to make it all the way here into the semifinals. One map away separates them from the grand finals. And on the other side of things, if you weren't here for it, Xenocide pretty quickly 2-0'd underestimated. I believe it was a 13-8 victory on Port and a 13-4 victory on Canal. So Xenocide have it ready for themselves. I'm sure they're prepping for Hammers Esports, not really prepping for Team Elevate, because how many times have they met Hammers Esports in either semi